Hey everybody, I know you're thinking, what in the world is she doing without her makeup on? Well, I wanted to share a few tips that we learned from Lori Hogg's makeup workshop. So I wanted to show you how she starts with doing her makeup. And she always starts with the brows and then the eyes. So I wanted to show you that part in this segment. So what I've done, I've already got my brows shaped. So what I'm going to do, this is the Mary Kay tinted brow gel, and this is actually in a brunette, and you just kind of start in the middle of the brow and pull it around. There are some guidelines as far as how far you should go, where the end of the eye or the inside of the eye starts, go straight up. That's where your brow should start here. And then the outside should not go past, if you go like from your nose, a straight line to the edge of your eye, that's where your brow should stop. Now I'm just putting this on very gently. If you feel like it's a little dark when you first put it on, that's okay. That's totally normal because you don't have your makeup on yet. It's going to look a little darker than normal. What I like about this is it's really easy to put on. Just make sure you don't have a ton on the brush when you first start, because then you will feel like it's kind of thick and clumpy. You see how I did that? Just kind of brushing them on. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is something that Lori taught us. And you can take, this is just concealer, put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I take the concealer brush, Mary Kay concealer brush, and just get a little bit. This will give you a more defined brow, and all you do is just take it and work it right along the line of the brow. Now what she did was also cover the lid of the eye with the concealer, which I really like, because it gives you a nice flat even tone. So when you put your shadows on, there is no you know, if you have like a purpley kind of tone to your eyes or a pink kind of tone and you don't want that to show through your shadows, that's the way to do it. She also took it above the brow and just kind of, I start a little bit high and then kind of work it down, because you don't want to start really close. If it's too thick, then it's hard to blend. Now, you see what I did there? I'm going to do the other eye. Same thing. Oh, almost got my hair there. And once you've got your lid covered, you can always take the blending sponge, and what she suggested was putting it underwater and squeeze it about 13 times or so. So you get it, you make sure you got it good and saturated, and it will expand. So when you pull it out of the box, brand new, it's going to be about half of this size, but it will get bigger when you wet it. So now you have your brow done and your eyelid is covered with your concealer. Now we're going to start doing our color. She talked about 3 different ways that you can do eyeshadows. The way I'm going to do it now is sort of an ombre kind of look. One of the great things that she taught us was about our brushes. I was doing the brushes all wrong. So your blending brush, what I do is I start with my lighter color first. Put it on the inside of the eye and up to the brow, right under the brow. When you put a light color right under the brow, it automatically gives you a little brow lift, just to have that contrast there. And when you put the light color on the inside of the eye right there by the nose, it gives you a more awake look. So if you are constantly thinking that your eyes look tired, that's something you need to do. Put a little bit right in there. This brush, that angled brush, which is our crease brush, what I do with it is you flip it upside down, so the pointed end is into the crease. That was something we were always doing wrong, but it's so simple and it makes such a huge difference. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little color here and I'm just going to work it in. Now the look that I'm doing is sort of like you do your lighter color, your medium color, and your darker color to the outside. So I'm just putting my medium color in right now, and I start at the crease and work my way up. My puppies are wanting in because they hear me. Sorry. Okay. Then I'm going to take my little bit darker color and start it on the outside, right in the crease. And I'm just kind of working it just like little circles to get it off the brush and onto my skin. Now I'm going to take my darkest color and I'm going to use the pointed brush, which is the, gosh, I'm going to have to look and see what we call it. The eye smudger. And I'm going to take the darker color, and this is a Merlot, and I'm just working it from the outside in, right in the lash line. And then I pull it up just a little bit on the outside. And you're just going to kind of smudge it in there. And one of the things that Lori also said was you need to have several sets of brushes because you don't want to mix your colors, and you want to have a clean brush whenever you do your blending. Because like right now it looks like I have some lines where the colors are not blended. So I'm taking a clean brush and just blend so I don't have that hard line. Another advantage to doing your eyes before you do your foundation is that you don't have to worry about fallout. So if you do get any that falls down here on your face, when you put your foundation on, that's gone. So now I'm going to come back with just a little bit of the lighter color, just on the inside. And right under the brow. Then we'll do our eyeliner. I like the liquid pen because it's super easy. She says you have about 12 seconds to work this. So if you are wanting not such a hard line, then you will need to kind of work it in. This is a brush that we used to have. We don't have it anymore. I wish we still did, but you can use the current smudge brush. I just prefer this brush. And I just work it in just a little bit, and it will set that line so it's not so harsh. Now I go 3/4 of the way across on the lid with the liner, and then on the bottom I won't go quite that far. I'll only go about halfway. And my dog Emmy really wants to get in. Okay. So liner is done, eyes are done. Now all I have to do is mascara on the eyes, but I'm not going to do my mascara yet. I'm going to do it last. I will send you another video with the next step.